Hello, Internet. This is Luke Arp, and I'm here with.
Ah, God damn it.
And we've decided to do a podcast because no one's doing those. And we feel the market needs another one because it's so limited. I mean, I think there's, what, 3 total?
Yeah.
So 4 now. And we both have YouTube channels. Ah, goddammit has been doing it a lot longer than me. How long have you been doing it?
It's been close to 9 months, I think.
So I'm 8 days. I mean, I've had a YouTube channel forever, and I had originally 4 videos. One is me playing the first Dishonored, and I shot someone in the face and stabbed someone in the throat.
Those are pretty entertaining.
I got 8 views, and then I had a Max Payne 2.
Yeah, fun times with Granny.
Yeah, fun times with Granny, where I threw a grenade up her skirt, and I guess I blew her vagina off.
Yes.
And that got 8
and
views.
Reloaded.
Yeah, and reloaded and shot her. I forgot. I removed those from the channel because they were just like bullshit videos. And I had one Super Meat Boy video that I was proud of that I actually got through this area. And that was really just for to mock someone that said he couldn't beat it. I literally just put that up there.
So it was a spite
video. It was a spite video, and I just linked it on his YouTube channel. And I'm like, here's how you do it, Bray. Because he was just rage quitting it.
Yeah.
And so since I'm totally MLG now... I decided to.
I guess we need to just go through and find people on our friends list and just say, what are games and sections of games that frustrated you?
Yeah.
And then just go straight to those sections of those games, beat them, record them, and then put them up online with just their name and beat it, bruh, MLG, and just,
Yeah, because, I mean...
And then play dubstep music at the end of... After you beat the boss, dubstep, and just wrecked. Hashtag wrecked.
And they just have maybe gifs of us, like those horrible animations where it's just pictures of us with Photoshop sunglasses, just not even really animated, just the picture shaking back and forth.
Yeah, and have Snoop Dogg dancing beside us.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a whole YouTube channel there dedicated to total MLG 100% lols.
I think I need to start taking down some suggestions of things that bother people.
Yeah, I mean that'd be a lot of fun. You go on your channel. You go by a moniker, a handle.
Yeah,
and I think that's really cool. I debated doing it because my gamer tag on the PS3 and gamer tag my name, my PSN account name on the PS3 and my gamer tag on the Xbox 360, my Steam account name, and pretty much every forum name I've had since we were sophomores in high school has been the Dancing Fetus. And so I really thought hard about, should I change my whole channel name to the Dancing Fetus? Should I go, because it was already under my real name, because I quickly embraced the whole Google Plus YouTube integration because it made sense. Because it kind of takes away that anonymity, and I think people are, I guess, when you're not hiding behind a keyboard, I guess, you seem to be a little bit more polite and stuff like that. But at the time I did it, I wasn't thinking of creating a channel that people would be watching for entertainment or anything like that. So I didn't go by a persona, and I decided to just keep it my name, Luke Arp, because I found out I'm a narcissist. And I just wanted my name to be as many places as humanly possible.
See, I went by the handle more because of the fact that it wasn't anything where I wanted to I'm gonna write a dick comment in this asshole I'm just gonna tell him what for and he's not gonna know who I am. No, I didn't do anything like that. I had it under my real name for a long time before I started really posting videos. I had some videos of me playing guitar and stuff, which they're still up. But so originally it was tied to my Google Plus, and then they did the integration, and I decided to change my channel to the Ah Goddammit page and try to do video game stuff. And I realized that you couldn't comment on anybody's shit and I couldn't reply to people that had commented on my stuff. They were just like, cool video, man, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, bro. Oh wait, I can't comment on this. Yeah. And so I actually had to go in and manually make a page for Ah Goddammit, and I used the Magneto picture of different sorts and just threw together a page. I had to resubscribe to every fucking channel that I was subscribed to. It fucked up my Vita because my Vita was still set to my other YouTube account, and being a dumbass, I didn't know that you could just log out and log back in and it would ask you which one that you were, because I'd never done that before.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that you could just choose. Well, anyway, but the handle goes all the way back to I did like you did. I had
What was the Tabaraba forums, wasn't it?
yeah, I had like Machine Creep 2000 for a good while,
yeah.
and then the Agadamit thing was there because where it came from was the game Kingpin, the first-person shooter that came back that out in the 90s that used fuck in it more time. I think it was the first game I ever heard the word fuck come out
Yeah,
of.
I actually want to do a Let's Play of Kingpin.
Okay, Kingpin was great. It was a very difficult first-person shooter built on the Quake 2 engine, but I remember it was the first game that they let them say fuck, and they said it more than any game in the history of mankind. I know that, like, all these games come out nowadays, and people are like, "Oh, the language is just so bad." I don't think any of them have anything on Kingpin, because like fuck was a verb, a noun, a pronoun, adjective, anything. Like it was
Fuck the fucking fuck. Fuck.
It was a preposition. It's just fucking the fuck. I don't like it was so bad. But anyway, like but where it came from is there's a boss in it that's his name's Jesus, and of course he's a total like Big Lebowski reference, and direct quotes. Nobody fucks with the Jesus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if he's taking damage, there's sometimes where he says, "Ah, God damn it," and it just I listened to that. I had the game, and I went through the sound files. Yeah. And was listening to the sound files because they were cracking me up because all the crazy shit that I could make ringtones out of a lot of this stuff, and it would be hilarious. But Agadamit was one of the sound files, and I kind of actually want to use it as an intro for my videos, like just have a little thing and just Agadamit, and but he said that, and I thought about it, and I was just like, he says that so much like it's almost one word, and so I wrote it down on a piece of paper. And originally it was just, AHGODDAMMIT. And then I was just like, that looks too crowded. So I just took the double letters out. Mm-hmm. And it was just AHGODAMIT.
I got that.
One word, smooth, to the point. And that was in junior high. And it's stayed there ever since. I just, it stuck with me through, Steam, PlayStation. If I ever made an Xbox Live account, I would use the Firefly version, because Xbox Live, they're really bad about banning.
They're horrible about it. Like there's people that's had Xbox gamer tags since the Xbox One. No, well, that sounds weird.
Wait,
the original
Xbox.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, 3 years into the 360, their gamer tag gets banned. My former supervisor. He had probably the greatest name of all time. It was Ballbag Juice. And he had it since the original Xbox, and then all of a sudden, like 2 years ago, Xbox said Ballbag Juice
is out.
So he lost Ballbag Juice, and that would kill me. That would make me cry.
I think I would file a suit.
Yeah, I mean,
I lost Ballbag Juice. That was the greatest handle.
Oh, no, the funniest thing is, it wasn't even just Ballbag Juice. It was like Ballbag Juice plus numbers, because there's probably 18,000 Ballbag Juices.
But they all, that's the thing. There were so many Ballbag Juice players that it took them 2 years to get to him.
To his name. To his like name, because it was 9,000.
Yeah, because there was all those people before him.
He was probably the last Ballbag Juice. There could probably be a Michael Mann film made about him.
Maybe he could write a book, The Ballbag Juice Legacy.
Yeah.
And that was another thing I loved about the "Oh God damn it" thing. There's no numbers.
Yeah.
I never have to put a number after my name because I'm the original.
I always know there's never going to be a dancing fetus.
And there'll never be another "Oh God damn it," because there was one guy, one fucking asshole on Twitter. Because I already had "Oh God damn it" on there. It's my Twitter handle, so I don't really use it.
I'm at the dancing fetus.
So you can follow me at "Oh God damn it" if you want, and I might post something every now and then. But
I have
of the
9
time,
followers. I'm
most of the
taking
time I
over the
don't.
world.
I had like 300. They're probably all gone now.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, well,
God damn it.
No, I got to where I was just tweeting random shit,
Mhm.
like talking about, if you ladies, if you love your man, put a ring on it, and by I mean his dick, and by ring I mean your butthole,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, classic stuff.
yeah, stuff like
Classy.
that, stuff that you want to get shares,
Yeah.
and I want to hear retweets.
Retweet.
God damn it. Well, anyway, so anyway, I was some asshole in like Venezuela or some shit was just like, "I God damn it," and then something else. I'm like, "You fucking bastard," because he spelled it the same way and everything.
Yeah.
Like, you ripped me off.
I pretty much created my name just to be a dick. Because on Tabaraba forums, they didn't have a screen name limit. So you can make your screen name as long as you want. So my original name was The Fetus That Dances Within the Womb. And see, back in, 2002? We were doing this? I had a 21-inch CRT monitor, which was ridiculously huge for most PCs. Because at that time, most people were still on 15-inch. So it would, for the most part, fuck up the forum for people, because when they would go look at threads, most people had like 8-letter names on their 15-inch monitors on like a 640 by 480 resolution. So everything lined up fine. But then when I posted on something, The Fetus That Dances Within the Womb, the forum didn't even know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
So it would totally jack up the screen for everybody. And like normally anytime I would post something, every post after, like, "God damn it, man, your screen name's fucking up the thread." And so I was the thread killer. And the reason I shortened it is because I guess people caught on to my trolling, because I'm an OG troll, and they put screen name limits.
And didn't the moderator send you a message about that?
Yeah, he did. He was like, "We're enforcing screen name limits because of you. You have fucked our forums. Congratulations."
Well, you know what you should have told
douchebag."
him? Should have built a forum, the right way.
Yeah.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah. So now I'm the dancing fetus. And on one forum, this was interesting. On one forum, it was tech forums, because I'm a super IT nerd, and I go on there and assert my elite status of being a super IT nerd to other IT nerds. And I was the dancing fetus on there, and all of a sudden, one day I log in and I'm no longer the dancing fetus. My name has been changed to The Dancing. And I emailed the moderator. I'm like, "Dude, why is my screen name changed?" He goes, "Well, we got some complaints about the dancing fetus. Apparently some people, I kind of be sensitive to them. It would kill me if like we ever lost a child or something like that. But apparently there were some people that had complained about my name because their wife had miscarried or something like that, and they thought the dancing fetus was making light of, I guess, fetuses." And some people found that offensive.
If I wanted anything about like if I have a child in the near future, like I think I would want my fetus to be
dancing,
to be jubilant.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I find it. I emailed him back. I'm like, I find it more offensive that you aborted the fetus from my name, and he just sent me back lols and changed my name back.
He's like, "You made me laugh."
Yeah, I'm like, good job, man. So I'm now, if you go to tech forums, you will see the dancing fetus. The fetus is no longer aborted. It is back dancing away on its mama's bladder.
That's good. But
So why'd you start doing YouTube videos?
Mainly just because like it was one of those things where a lot of my friends, when I told them about it, I remember my friend Eric, his pretty much exact quote was, "That's stupid. It's oversaturated. Everybody does those things. They're dumb."
Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because the only reason I'm doing it is because you started doing it, and I thought it was neat.
Well, see, okay. There's a lot of people that talk ill of doing these, doing a lot of like walkthroughs and Let's Plays and things like that. And I think about all the times that I've like thought about a game, or I've read about a game, and I was just like, shit, I don't think I've ever even heard of that. But I'm gonna go look it up on YouTube. And so I would go and look on YouTube at these games, and I'd watch video, and sometimes you discover some pretty badass shit.
Yeah.
And so I kind of wanted to do that. Like, number one, I wanted to play and share like some of the things where some of the old games that I played. I wanted to share how I play the game, because everybody plays a lot of these games differently, more towards new games than old ones. Like some of the games like Dark Souls and things like that, I want to do a let's play all the way through that, because seriously, nobody plays Dark Souls the same way.
Yeah.
It's such a wide game on that. So I think it's cool. Like, also, you learn things from watching videos. I've watched tons of videos, and it's changed my play style on some of the games. Not because I'm like trying to copy other people, but just because they find interesting shit that I'm just like, that's actually cool. I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find I find it to be interesting.
Yeah, I started doing videos mainly. Again, I started doing them because you were doing them. I'm like, that seems neat. But then as I'm doing them, I'm just like, the main reason I'm doing it is just to, I guess, find people that are interested in the same shit that I am. Because, I mean, I'm a pretty PC elitist type person. I mean, I have a console. I like playing on the PS3. I have an Xbox 360 that collects dust because I just don't really care for the console. There's 3 exclusives I like for it. Gears of War. I kind of like Halo, not enough to buy it,
Which
but
technically
borrow
they're not even exclusives because they're on PC.
Well, I mean, Halo 1 is, and Halo 2 is.
And Gears.
Oh yeah, the first Gears is.
It is. But and it has more shit on the PC
Yeah, but you
version.
could only buy it through Microsoft. Like,
another reason I don't like.
Yeah,
Microsoft
like put it
that
on
much.
Steam and I'll buy it. But
I would buy it.
But I'm like, I have like all these old PC games like on CD-ROM that you can't even buy digitally anymore.
Yeah.
And like I'm going through Soldier of Fortune right now. You cannot buy that game digitally anywhere. The only reason I'm playing it is because I have the CD-ROM. The only other way I'd be able to play it is if I illegally pirated it, which is ridiculous. But I started doing the videos. I'm like, it would be neat to find other people that's into this stuff, into this game, or even cooler. We're old now, We're I'm 28. You're 28. We're pushing 30. There's gamers that are adults, 18 years old,
that have not heard
that have
of half
never
the
even
shit.
heard of Quake.
I mean, like or
Doom
or Undying or things like that, or Heretic
and so I'm like, I can share these things, maybe get some other people interested in it, and grow my circle of people that I talk to, because like, oh, you're into this too? That's neat. Or if you didn't even know you're into it and you start and we have a dialogue, a conversation, that's kind of why I'm into it.
And that's another thing is I'd totally like for people to comment. Like, if they want to comment on stuff, I'd like to have a dialogue with people. I mean,
and I'm fine with people being a dick as long as they are witty and creative.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a dick, you better be, just better be good with it.
Yeah, it's like be a good, cool, so I can respect you.
So I'll let you know if somebody's a dick on my channel. If you write any dick comments or anything, if I find it to be funny or anything, I'll just give you a thumbs up.
Yeah,
I'll give you a thumbs up on the comment.
Yeah, just don't be a dick to other people in the comments.
Yeah, don't be an asshole to my fans or anything, or
I mean,
even other people that aren't my fans.
I mean, I have 2 subscribers, and they're very sensitive. So be nice.
I think
to them.
I'm one of them. So
yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And Tyler, my friend Tyler, is the other one.
Okay.
And his channel has 10 subscribers.
And
at least, and his videos are 1,000 times better than mine. And he doesn't even try.
Well, see, his Frozen Synapse stuff is very entertaining.
Yeah,
because that game is harder than what people even.
If you don't know what Frozen Synapse is and you like strategy games, get Frozen Synapse. I got it from a Humble Bundle. It cost me $1. Worth it. On Steam, it's like $15, but it goes on sale all the time.
Just put it on your wish list. And
I can't explain. It's an asynchronous strategy game.
It's kind of like one of those things where like FTL.
Yeah, you have to do
faster than light. You can't really explain that.
You have to just play it.
Yeah.
But let's see. Games we're currently playing. What are we playing right now?
Well,
you're playing all sorts of games.
Yeah, I'm all over the board. Because I'm late on the Dishonored train. But I played probably about 10 minutes of that the other day, and holy shit, it's fun.
Oh yeah, I just completed my Clean Hands run.
I'm
2 days
definitely
ago.
okay. Mine's gonna be a chaos balls deep run because I've killed so many people already.
It's so much fun to kill people in
It
that game.
is, especially when you get parries.
Yeah.
Parries are so sad. I cut a guy's head off, and I think his head like bounced and hit me in the face. It was so amazing. But
Yeah.
like, I can't wait to do like a let's play thing of that because that game is hilarious. The fact that you can just pick up dead bodies and like hold them over, like stand on a ledge and just throw a dead body on somebody and watch them freak out. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then just jump off a ledge no matter how high and take no fall damage as long as you slice someone's throat at the bottom.
And there is a guy I need to show you videos of at some point. He does lots of crazy shit, especially in Dishonored. You would laugh your ass off. He does a lot of trick shots. He has one that is amazing. Okay, this guy shoots a crossbow dart straight up in the air, kills a shitload of guys, and then runs back to the spot almost where he started. A guy follows and runs out, and the arrow hits the guy right in the head. He does trick shots like that all the time in all sorts of different games. So
Did
it's
he do that in Skyrim?
He did some badass Skyrim
I saw
shots.
a Skyrim
This
trick
guy
shot.
this guy just started his channel like a couple weeks ago, and this guy has so many fucking awesome things. I think this.
You know his name by any chance?
No, because the guy he's on my subscription list of people that I've subscribed to. I think just because he did a Far Cry 3 thing that was just ridiculous. Oh, he killed a guy with he blew up an ATV and it flipped through the air and landed on the guy. I mean, a huge, leap with this thing. I haven't put him up on the main thing, but, shit. Yeah, he's not on that main thing there. Trying to think. Oh, it's Rabbids Respawn.
Rabbids Respawn.
And he's got 17,000 people, and he's only got 20 videos right now.
Well,
But like I said, they're all quality, man.
Yeah.
This dude rocks it. So, yeah, Rabbids Respawn. You guys need to check him out. Seriously. Like, if you like just crazy shit, this guy just... And he's pretty funny, too, so... But yeah, I'm just playing a gamut of things. Going through Doom 3... The Last of Us remaster. Let's see what
I'm in hell right now on my Doom 3. I play Doom 3 once a year for the most part. I love that game. Honestly, it's grown on me to the point where I think it's my favorite Doom, which is probably weird because I love Doom 1. Doom 2, I love the idea of Doom 2. I love the double barrel shotgun, but I suck at that game. I don't know what it is. I get lost in it.
I get lost in Doom 2 a lot.
But Doom 3, it's got a really cool atmosphere. It's atmospheric. It's probably just... That's why. I just like the feel of being in that game. It looks amazing still to this day.
It almost makes me think of like, Fabric of Our Lives type thing, where it's just like the touch, the feel of Doom.
Yeah.
It's just come up with a Doom jingle. But yeah, I mean, I understand. But to me, that's one thing that I wanted to hit on was, Doom, the new one. I'm super excited, super stoked, super excited, because Doom 3, and I love Doom 3, completely different type of game than Doom 1 and 2.
And a lot of people say that's the death of the classic shooter was Doom 3.
But it's not really.
I mean, you still had like Painkiller and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
came out after.
And Serious Sam was still coming out with stuff. We won't include Serious Sam 2, but
yeah,
Second Encounter was excellent.
Yeah.
And
for the longest time I thought Second Encounter was Serious Sam 2, and I'm just like, why is everyone talking shit about Serious Sam 2? It's amazing.
I played Serious Sam 2 recently, and holy shit, that game is fucking weird. I don't even know what's going on in that game. You're just fighting a bunch of weird barbarian. It's really colorful. It's weird.
Yeah,
just weird. But yeah,
Doom 3.
Yeah, Doom 3. I don't think it wasn't the death of the classic shooter or anything like that. But what I am excited for is the fact of all these shooters that's the thing. You were talking about younger audiences.
Yeah.
I'm really excited because a lot of the shooters that we grew up with that were amazing are coming back full
Yeah.
force.
I just feel sorry for a lot of. I mean, I loved Rage. Don't get me wrong. I have like over 70 hours dedicated to Rage because I played it over and over again. It's a flawed game,
No.
but I loved the corridor shooter parts.
Yeah,
I mean,
if they just cut out, like
Yeah.
we were talking about years ago, we said that if they had just cut out all the driving parts
Yeah.
and the story,
Yeah.
because I mean, there's not really any story there anyway.
Yeah.
Because if you've beaten the game, you know that there's no
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, it's kind of worthless.
And so what that game needed to be is just take all the shooter parts, point A, point B.
Yeah, like you finish one shooter part, you instantly teleport to you don't even have to explain it. You just instantly teleport
Yeah.
to the other
Just go to the
shooter
next
part.
one. It's just
It's
like
a fun shooting gallery. It has some of the best animations of like
especially- and that
reactions
shotgun
of getting
is,
shot.
and the shotgun's great.
The shotgun is so much fun.
Yeah.
You blow people the fuck apart.
And you even
It's
get to
nice.
play like pretty much Smash TV.
Yeah.
It's just not as frantic, but you play pretty much like a first person shooter.
But
Smash
I kind of
TV.
feel bad that is a lot of people's first id game.
Yeah, and
Is Rage.
yeah, it's Rage because
And
they're just
they don't even.
they don't understand.
If Rage was the first id game I'd played, I would be like, okay, why are these people that important? They made a post-apocalyptic shooter.
but I mean,
it's competent.
if you'd been growing up, to our younger people that we guess might listen to this,
Yeah.
if you've been growing up in the '90s, I have fond memories of when I first encountered Doom.
Yeah, so do I.
And
It was on a Big Lots. I bought this Big Lots CD-ROM thing that had 8 games in it.
Yeah.
It was like $10. It had Doom. It had like some kind of Ace Combat's not it. It was a jet fighter game. It had Jack Nichol's Golf
Mhm.
and like 2 other trash games. And when I loaded up Doom, because I'm like, I didn't even know what it was about. It was just called Doom. I'm like, that seems neat. And my head exploded. I loved it. I could not stop playing it. My mom thought I was a Satan worshiper.
Yeah, my mom freaked out a bit. I had to explain to her. I'm just like, no, it's cool. I'm killing demons.
I'm killing demons. I am the hand of God.
Yeah, this is not killing people.
Yeah.
These they're past being people. They're
Yeah.
demon possessed now.
Yeah.
But like, what? Okay, where I came across mine was actually funny. Because mom works at a school, so like, she came home with a pack. It's like a fold out pack that had 4 sleeves, and I mean these sleeves are probably about 10 discs per sleeve. So we had about 40 different discs, and just all this assortment of bullshit, like Media Wizards and all these things. And I looked through most of the the softwares, but they had one that was just games. And so, and I guess this was about, I'd say it was about 1995, 94, something like that.
Yeah.
And so she had this disc, and I popped it in, and it had a lot of cool demos and stuff. Had one for a game that it was before Twisted Metal ever came out. It was called Deathdrome, I think, and it's just like Twisted Metal, but it was before Twisted Metal, and you were convicts that were put in these vehicles.
So it's kind of like a death race play.
Yeah, but you drive around in arenas and blow each other the fuck up. And you'd even have the thing just like Twisted Metal Black did, where if you blew the guy up, the car would catch the guy on fire, and he'd be running around on fire, and you could run him over.
I know exactly what game you're talking
and
about.
it made
yeah.
the best screaming noise like ever when you ran
They
over
use it
the
in
guy.
everything.
Yeah, they do. It's almost like the Wilhelm scream
Yeah.
thing. It's amazing. But yeah, Deathdrome is the shit. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called.
Mhm.
But and even if you put in your name as like fuck, it would like scold you. It'd just be like, you potty mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it knows what fuck is. But anyway, so, okay. Got off track though, but it had like Comic Zone and some of the games but it had PC like demos. And Doom was on there. And I was just like, like you. I was like, what is Doom? That sounds cool. And it had the Doom 95 like launcher. But it was just a shareware wad for the game, and so it had the first episode. I must have played that first episode for months.
Yeah.
And I memorized like all that shit.
Same here.
And I was blown away at how fucking good that game was.
Yeah.
And
That was the most installed piece of software the year it came out. It was so popular that Bill Gates did a video where he like superimposed himself in Doom to promote Windows 3.1.
Yeah.
Or it might have been Windows 95. I can't remember which one.
I think it was 95.
Yeah, Windows 95, because he wanted to be like, holy shit, this is what everyone wants to install. I gotta make sure people know that you can play Doom on Windows 95,
Yeah.
because it was that important.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, Doom was what put first-person shooters on the map.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wolfenstein was technically before Doom.
which I think there was even a first-person shooter before Wolfenstein.
There was, but
it
they
wasn't
weren't.
really.
It wasn't that great.
Yeah.
But what made Doom so awesome is the fact that when John Carmack created the engine for Doom, he made it to where it looked like you could have multiple levels, and apparently it was a complete optical illusion.
It's
like,
just
there
stacked.
Yeah, it was just like there wasn't really anything above you, but it was just the way he did it to make it look like, create the illusion, and it was just so groundbreaking. I mean,
Also,
even to this day, it holds up. Play
you
the
know,
game; it's fun.
Yeah, and John Romero did an excellent job with the level design.
I miss him
Yeah,
in id because Quake 1 is amazing,
yeah,
and a lot of it has to do with John Carmack's tech and Romero's like just style.
yeah.
Because I miss Quake. I wish they would make a proper sequel to Quake, because Quake 2 is an awesome game, and I recommend everyone play it. But it's not a
completely
sequel.
different. Yeah. It's you go from like monsters and zombies
and like
demons
crazy
and stuff.
possessed samurais.
Yeah, you go from that to aliens,
Yeah.
and it stayed on aliens.
Yeah,
Well,
I think they
except
weren't
for
they
Quake
originally going to be making. I thought Quake 2 was originally going to try to get the Aliens license, and it fell through, and so they just made it Quake 2. I heard that.
Oh, is that
I don't
what
know if that's 100% true. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I didn't.
It would make sense.
It would. I mean, and I do remember playing Quake 2 for the first time. It was in 7th grade. Had a class with it was kind of like one of those classes where it's just fun, the misfit kids.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just I just got unlucky and got put in one of the science classes that was just kind of like the kids that like to get in fights all the time and stuff. But one of the kids, the teacher had a computer, and one of the kids came in with a disc, and it was Quake 2. And we loaded that shit up on her computer, and we blasted the fuck out of some aliens. And I was like, I must acquire this game.
Yeah, I was the same way.
And so I went and bought a box copy of it. And it was back when they had those big box PC games.
Yep.
And now they're in smaller boxes.
But now they're not even in boxes. PC games, they're digital.
Well, no, you can still buy the boxes.
Yeah, they come with a download code in it.
Yeah, I know. It's like when I bought Left 4 Dead, the first Left 4 Dead. It was the funniest thing because I didn't have the internet. And so I bought Left 4 Dead, popped it in my computer, and it was just like installing Steam. And I was like, what the fuck? Where's the executable for the game?
And all it did was
And
install the
all
client.
it did, it installed the client for Steam, and then was just like, you need an internet connection to start up Steam. I was like, you mean I can't play my goddamn game until I go on the internet and unlock it?
People don't understand that when Steam first came out, it was hated.
Yeah, because Half-Life 2...
Half-Life 2 forced you to use Steam. It was the first game, I think, that had it.
It was.
And I hated it. I was on
Oh,
dial-up.
I was mad.
Yeah, I was on a dial-up connection.
I didn't have
because
internet.
you couldn't get broadband where I lived. So I was on dial-up, and anytime that my dial-up would kick me, it would kick me out of the game. I mean, Steam is awesome now.
Yeah.
And,
But
back then, it was way worse than you ever think Uplay could have been.
it was cumbersome as fuck.
Yeah. Uplay it now is Steam back in 2001.
Yeah.
But now Steam's amazing. That I exclusively use it. If
Yeah,
it's not on Steam half the time, I don't even look at it.
And Steam's it's excellent. Plus, there's so many good indie games now.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about bullshit where they say like, that certain types of gaming is dead. That good platformers and shit. They're full of shit.
Yeah,
there's so many good
platformers.
Oh my god, there's so many good platformers. Was it Volgar the Viking?
Yeah,
that
I
game's
haven't
amazing.
played it, but it looks
like
amazing.
a cross between Castlevania and Super Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghouls and Ghosts. It's super difficult though, but And then they have crazy ones like what is it, Electronic
Probably
Super.
my favorite platformer of all time, and this is like Mario, Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, Super Meat Boy is amazing.
I think Super Meat Boy is the best skill Twitch-based platformer.
Now don't
all time.
don't play Meat Boy. It's horrible. I mean, it's not,
I've played Meat Boy.
now it's not horrible in the, sense
WiiWare
of
game.
like, well, yeah, it originally was a Flash game
Yeah.
that college kids played a bunch, and then it, yeah, the,
Meat Boy's
and,
horrible.
And I don't mean that it's horrible in the fact of like
In comparison, it is absolutely
it's
horrible.
because the control is not made. It's made for just keyboard, and you will get carpal tunnel trying to beat that game. Also, the frame rate gets bad because it was a Flash game originally. For some reason, it's still built in it's built in Flash, so
Yeah.
it runs like shit sometimes. But I had so many problems where the you're using space bar to jump, and it would just get hung up, and you get hung to a wall, and you just die. And I looked that up, and they said it was just a fucking glitch that happened, and you just can't fix it. And I'm just like, well, that's fucking stupid. But
We've been giving the PC quite a bit of love, but we also play a lot of console games.
yes,
I primarily play on PC mainly because I'm cheap. You know, for whatever reason, my children need to eat, and so I can't.
and I don't have any, so I buy lots and lots of like retro shit. I bought a Retron 5.
Yeah, so
and
you
he-
actually all his Nintendo games aren't emulator.
No, they're.
I mean,
they're
it's played.
legit.
It's kind of emulator.
It is emulation. It dumps.
But you have the cartridge.
Yeah, it dumps the ROM. Whenever you put the cart in the Retron, it actually dumps the cart onto the Retron's memory.
Yeah.
So that's the reason you can do save states and all that cool shit, is because it's actually,
Playing through
it's
an emulator.
emulating,
But
yeah.
you have the cartridge. You're a
Yeah.
collector.
Yeah.
You like having the physical copies.
And I there's a lot of people that have reviewed the Retron 5 and were shitting on it, and
Yeah.
they can suck a chode because
Honestly, the majority of the ones they really hamper on the fact that the controller's a piece of shit. We all know the controller's a piece of shit.
yeah, you don't play with the controller like.
But
that
you
they
can
give
use
you.
any
You can use.
classic controller you
I
want.
play Genesis games with my Super Nintendo controller, and you
Yeah.
can map it however you want.
Mhm.
You set up. The only thing that I will say, if you buy a Retron 5, go through the menu options to change. There's a hotkey where if you press like up and B and A on pretty much any of the consoles, it will fast forward your game. It's just
What?
yeah, it's
That's weird.
I found that out when I was playing Werewolf: The Last Warrior, and you actually like B and A actually do shit if you press them together.
Well, a lot of Nintendo games do because you're so limited on buttons.
Well, I figured that out because I was like, why is this game jumping so many frames? And it was fast forwarding. So I went into the hotkey mapping, and you go in there to change. Excuse me. You go in there to change it. I just pushed all the buttons at once. So I was like, I will never press this combination. So I just pressed like everything on every one of the systems. And it's a simple fix, but definitely do that because there was people asking me, they're like, my game's fast forwarding. Like, what's going on? I'm like, you're probably hitting up in B and A.
Yeah.
Going,
That's
I
such
told
a weird.
it is a weird
who
setting.
wants to fast forward their game?
I don't know. I guess they get
Like,
tired of unskippable cutscenes or something, but I don't know anything.
But it's a Nintendo. You have 12 seconds of cutscenes.
Super Metroid was the only game where I'm just like, come on, bitch.
Yeah.
Just quit talking. I want to shoot some aliens. But yeah, like, that was really the only thing. But, unskippable shit. But no, I didn't really understand that. But but other than that, I mean, the thing looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing Contra on my LCD TV back in like 2006, and it looked like ass. Like I was playing through AV cables on my NES.
Yeah. That's when you did your Twin Galaxies
Yes,
run.
that is when I did the world record for Contra.
Yeah, he had unofficially. I can witness it. He had the world record for score on Contra for at least.
It was
A week?
probably like a week.
Yeah.
And I was going to send the tape in, and some asshole I mean, he's not an asshole, but like,
no, own it.
it's just,
He's an asshole.
he didn't know what he
How
was
dare
doing.
he
He beat my
do
score
exactly what you probably
yeah.
did? Watch Fistful
while,
of Quarters.
and while I was
go
doing
to the website because it's the first time you ever heard of it. see the guy who holds the world record didn't even beat the game and say, I could do better than that.
I could do better than that. And I beat the game 2.99 times on one continue. And I still have the tape somewhere, but it's an hour of me playing Contra. It was the first time I'd ever beaten Contra legitimately. Most of the time I used the fucking, Konami code. And this was the time where I did not do that. And about shit myself because I beat the game almost 3 times. But, and then the guy beats my score seriously by like 100 points. So that's like probably an enemy.
Yeah, I think now the record holder you can only tie because he's got
the
maximum.
Well, there's like 9 guys that are like that.
So that
it's pointless.
There's a maximum score on a lot of old Konami games.
It's all 9s except for the last digit, which is a 6.
Yeah, and so some dude got that. He was the first, so he'll always be number 1. So you can only tie him at this point. So there's really no...
Unless you got to it in, I think, a quicker time, maybe?
Oh, yeah, if you beat it
So
quicker.
if you get the maxed out score in a better time, and that's most Nintendo games are maxed out now.
Yeah.
Like, people have gone through and they've gone to town on those. But yeah.
I was actually pretty... I had a Nintendo. Loved it. But I started gaming on a PC. The first game that I played... No, I take that back. I started gaming on an original Atari because my dad had one. And Big Lots is a like a big box store around here, but it's like Walmart's cheaper cousin.
Yeah. And
they just had a ton of Atari games. They're not the great Atari games, but they had some good ones. And so we would go there and we would just buy. So I've probably got 80 to 90 Atari cartridges. Most of them complete and utter shit because that was the Atari. And that's where I started gaming, and then I transitioned to PC because in 1991 they were called IBM compatible PCs, and it was I'm wanting to say it was a Pentium Pro with 128K of memory, with a 600 meg hard drive, and it had the original Duke Nukems, which are side-scrolling action games.
Yeah.
And that's I played those to the point of absurdity. And
I beat the second one. I don't know how many times.
Jill of the Jungle, which I think Tomb Raider if Jill of the Jungle had not existed, I don't think Tomb Raider ever would have existed.
I don't think Uncharted would have existed if it wasn't for Pitfall.
Yeah, exactly. But Jill of the Jungle, if you want to see, I mean, I can't confirm this, but if you want to see what inspired Tomb Raider, play Jill of the Jungle. Those games still hold up. They're awesome platformers, and they're abandonware, so they're free. So just type in Jill of the Jungle, Google, abandonware.
And also, anybody, I know that because of Duke Nukem Forever, everybody's just shitting all over Duke Nukem
3D is an awesome game.
But Duke Nukem 3D is awesome, but also, like, if you want to see great Duke Nukem games that are actually not as tongue-in-cheek, the first 2 Duke Nukem games that most people don't even know exist,
the side-scrollers,
were side-scrollers, and they were really good.
They did a throwback to the side-scroller with Duke Nukem Manhattan Project that came out,
which is really good.
It's cool. It's one of those 3D side-scroller games. You can probably find it dirt cheap somewhere.
Which apparently recently, and then I think I just saw this on a news thing today, somebody found the game for a Duke Nukem PSP game. It was completely finished. It just did not get released.
Well, I mean, they pretty much released Duke Nukem 3D or like a type on the Game Boy Advance.
This was a jetpack.
Really?
Yeah, it had a jetpack in it. It was a third-person shooter. It was a lot like, Land of the Babes and Zero Hour and stuff like that.
Those games are ridiculous. I highly recommend people play them, but they are ridiculous. They're hard. They're have some of the clunkiest controls in the history of PS1 gaming. Play them anyway.
That's kind of like, I had Die Hard Arcade for PC. Or no, not the arcade. The arcade is really cool, but that... Man, I can't even remember the Japanese name for that because it originally isn't Die Hard. Mm-hmm. It was just like Dynamite Cop or something.
And they just over here put Die Hard on it so it sold.
And it did because that game was really cool.
I have it.
That's what kind of like Fighting Force was.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like I had Die Hard Trilogy. You've got them for the PlayStation. I had them for the first one for the PC. And wow, that game was interesting.
Yeah.
The first mission, I I sat for hours just being, what the fuck am I doing? You know,
It's gory too.
it is. Yeah, people like, but when you're in high resolution shooting people with a shotgun, like. It's just flakes of like gore. It didn't really.
So on the PS1, I just remember blood splattering everywhere.
Yeah, it's probably pixels and everything. Yeah, in the PC version, it just looks weird because it's not really like, I don't know. It just looks more like sheets of paper that are like kind of torn up, just like if you cut up pieces of paper with scissors and it just sprayed it everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's not really that bad, but now the best was playing Die Hard with a Vengeance and running people over because you know they got because the
that
blood
part sucked.
But
I
it
hated
sucked.
that part.
But I did laugh at running people over because
the guy who was pretending to be Sam Jackson though.
Yeah, well the windshield wipers and then here sorry and then like and Die Hard with a just Die Harder.
That was the light gun.
That was the light gun.
Yeah.
And I love how it's the only light gun game. You play Virtual Cop and things like that. And if you shot like a hostage or an innocent bystander, you would get penalized.
Yeah.
Not in Die Hard.
No, anyone.
He just says, whoops.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. Sorry. And then like they're dead. And you just
lives are ruined.
Yeah,
families are destroyed.
Time to move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and let's see. Also, let's see. The Resident Evil is getting an HD remaster.
I actually made a promise to you today because I've never beat Resident Evil 1 or 2 or any of the classic Resident Evils. But I'm like, once this HD collection comes out for PC, I'm gonna at least beat the first one because I feel like I need to.
Yeah,
I beat 4. I beat 5. I didn't want to play 6 because it looked horrible.
Yeah, 6 is pretty bad. But also, what's cool about this remake is it's going to be the GameCube version remastered. And if you haven't played the GameCube version, guys, you should, because it's probably one of the best remakes.
It's hard to find, though.
It is, but there's also a Wii like collection series version of it, and
cool.
it is on the Wii as well. And it's not super hard to find, but it's something Archives.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that I'm a bad nerd, I can't remember. But I know it's something like pretty much like Game Collection Archive type thing for the Wii. Yeah. So it is available on that.
It's hard for me to get into survival horror. Honestly, just the whole concept of it. Like, I mean, just like you like Twitch shooters.
I do.
I like Twitch shooters. Those games are about having ridiculous... You kind of have like a power trip. You have ridiculous amounts of ammo. There's a ridiculous amounts of enemies, and you just kill all of them. Where in survival horror, it's like you have just enough to get by if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you fucked yourself.
Well, that's like Resident Evil was a lot like Alone in the Dark, the original Alone in the Dark.
The PC one?
Yeah, the PC version.
It's crazy that game was considered a horror game when you look at it today, because it looks like a cartoon.
Your characters look like balloons.
The biggest doofus in the world.
Well, they look like balloons with legs and like a mustache, and the shotgun. Oh man, and the dogs. Everything is triangles.
Yeah,
it's just triangles in different weird shapes.
Yeah. They get a E for effort.
Yeah, but Resident Evil was pretty much an upgrade of Alone in the Dark, and I played Resident Evil years ago, and I thought it was like the hardest fucking game, ever, because I'd never really played much survival horror. I played Alone in the Dark, and it was hard as shit because it was so hard to control, and it's just more of a chore.
It was more hampered by the technology than the actual game design.
Now, Resident Evil wasn't that way. It was hard just because it's survival, and you are not used to having limited supplies. Like, if you get pistol rounds, you don't want to use them.
Yeah.
All these zombies and things that seem like an immediate danger, and they are if you run into them, they're not something you need to take care of immediately. You've got to save all your ammo for what lies in wait later in the game.
I probably would have beat Resident Evil by now if it wasn't for the whole save system it has, where you have to have like the typewriter tape.
Yeah, the ribbons.
And the reason that bothers me is I was terrified when to use them. Like, I didn't, since
And then if you don't and you die,
You're at the beginning, like say you start out the game, you normally find like 2 typewriter ribbons quick.
Mhm.
But I'm like, I've played for 40 minutes. Should I use one now? Should I save it for later? Am I gonna get to a hard part? Because I mean, I don't know. And it just, the anxiety, really the anxiety outside the game of having to do everything over again far outweighed the anxiety I felt or the tension that I felt from things actually in the game. So I kind of lost interest mainly because of the save system.
Well, I will say that, and somebody had told Luke here that Resident Evil 3 was bad.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was told. I
and
was told
they-
it was trash.
And they are completely wrong because that game is so good. But also, it's actually more welcome for newcomers of the series because if you put the game on easy mode, you have unlimited ribbons, so you can save as much as you want. Get used to the layout of the game. It still poses a decent challenge, but it's not like impossible or anything. And you start out with like an assault machine gun. Like I think it's pretty much like a Rambo belt-fed machine gun, and quite a bit of ammo for it. You start with a Magnum and a shotgun, so you got shitloads of ammo and all this stuff that can help you through. That's if you really just want to have a little bit more fun with the game and not worry so much about the
I kind of
horror
wish, like my whole
aspect.
thing. This was probably my problem with Demon Souls too. Like I respect Demon Souls. And I respect if people, if you fuck up, you have to do the whole level over again and all that shit. But I wish there was just a option where the difficulty of the bosses and the enemies were the same, but there were checkpoints within the level that you could just turn on. I would have probably beat Demon Souls. Like, that's why I beat Dark Souls, because I thought Dark Souls was a whole lot more forgiving because you have the bonfires.
Well, and Dark Souls 2 is even more so because you have where you can teleport between each bonfire.
Right at the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I beat Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And it's because I thought the save system was a whole lot better. I got really frustrated with Demon Souls. And
Which Demon Souls, once you get to where, like, each one of the levels, usually, if they're longer, has a shortcut somewhere in it. You've got to get to the shortcut. Mostly, the game just makes sure that you walk really slowly. It's not quite like, okay, the Souls series came from a series called Kingsfield. That was the spiritual predecessor of the Souls series. Kingsfield was games. There was
it was a first-person game, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was 3 of them for the PlayStation 1. We only got 2 of them in America. We got technically 2 and 3, I believe, and never got the first one. I think that's the way it goes. And then we also got the 4th one for PlayStation 2, which I own the 2nd and 4th one. The first one I actually can buy right now for like $12, the long box original copy. Just haven't done it yet. And the games are very slow. They're about exploration, but everything in that game can kill you. And it's almost like the whole Elder Scrolls thing. In the old Elder Scrolls games, like something like a skeleton was fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
And in this, even the trees are terrifying because the trees can kill you. They'll like have weird twisted faces and they'll swing their branches and kill you. It's crazy. Yeah. But save points in that game are very, very spread out. And there's so many dangers that you can get poisoned by something that, some slime that comes out and like
I said, I can appreciate people that can get through that, and I can appreciate the game developers for doing stuff like that.
Trust me, I'm not good at Kingsfield
I just
anymore.
Get pissed.
And Shadow Tower. That's that Bloodborne game that's going to be coming out.
Bloodborne, I'm really interested in.
We'll see. And Bloodborne's going to be a completely different style of gameplay than the Souls series.
Yeah, I hear it's going to be more.
It's more aggressive.
Offense.
Yeah, it's more offense than defense.
Yeah.
And but what's funny is I originally, when they announced Project Beast, which is what Bloodborne ended up being, I originally thought that it was going to be a Shadow Tower game, and that's another FromSoft title that they had. That was just like Kingsfield. It was a first person. It was more, I guess, like gothic style in the probably the second one for the PlayStation, Abyss, and we didn't. It was a PlayStation 2 actually, and we didn't get that one.
Yeah.
But I do own Shadow Tower for the PlayStation, but it's very hard. But I watched a guy run through the game in like 30 minutes. I don't think he got touched by anything.
But yeah, I'm excited about the HD thing. I'm gonna play it. I might do a Let's Play of it because I think it'd be
fun
neat
to watch.
Mainly because I don't think there's gonna be too many Let's Plays of people that's never played Resident Evil before.
No.
Because most people have that are interested. So
well, and also the good thing about YouTube is you can always put blind in your title.
Yeah.
Because blind runs are a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I dig them.
Yeah, I think it'll be neat. I'm honestly, I kind of want to play it just to gear up for Evil Within, which I think looks amazing.
What's bad is Evil Within will come out before the remaster. The remaster will not be out until 2015.
Well, shit. Well, maybe I'll just play Evil Within
to gear up for Evil remake, yeah.
Old school tank controls that are probably going to drive me crazy. And does the game come with razor blades for me to slit my wrists halfway through and I just like lose my shit?
No, but they're pretty cheap.
Razor blades, yeah.
But,
Dollar Shave Club. We're not sponsored by them, but
also
they exist.
Like, break these disposable blades apart and cut yourself. Oh. Nah, we're not condoning that.
No.
But, no, the Evil Within, it's funny that we talk about Resident Evil and Evil Within because Shinji Mikami actually did both of those. The original Resident Evil and Resident Evil 4. No. So he actually reinvented
his own franchise,
which he started. And so he made 2 blockbuster titles in that series. And then he went on to make Evil Within.
I think it's going to be good.
I think it'll be.
I've seen some like early demos of the Let's Plays and stuff. It looks really cool.
It looks neat.
I'm excited, but
yeah, it'll definitely be.
I think this has been a pretty decent first podcast.
Yeah,
we had a sheet of, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 topics. I think we talked about 532.
Yeah,
around that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to just be mindless rambling, but I thought it was kind of neat, fun.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're going to probably just, do some gameplay video of us doing stuff, or like I might play a game on my channel, you play a game on your channel. And
we'll just have the wave for
and we'll just have the channel. Audio be the same and do a cross-promotional thing because, I mean, I got 2 subscribers, one of them being you.
Yeah.
So, and I think the other subscriber is also subscribed to you. So, I mean, I'm going to bring a different demographic to your channel, I think.
Which I can,
out of my 2 subscribers.
Yeah, myself and someone who's already subscribed to me as well.
Yeah, exactly. So
I will definitely link you in the so anybody that watches mine will hopefully check out your channel as well.
Yeah, I link all your videos of mine because you have a lot more shit to watch and it's good stuff.
You know, I mean, in like 9 months, I've created, probably about 220 videos, something like that. So it's growing.
Yeah, I'm trying to do 2 videos a week. I'll hopefully have a When the Hell Did I Buy This Up Friday night.
Which I dig watching, though. Like, any of the videos you've released so far are pretty much like, as soon as I see that you're in my, I'm scrolling through my Vita or my PlayStation and I see that you've put something up, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. I pop it on and watch it.
That's pretty much what I do to your videos. I just kind of, anytime I see a new one, I'm like, fuck yeah, time to watch it.
Yeah.
And now that you're doing commentary, it's even that much better.
Yeah, I'm glad to be doing commentary, even though, like, it at first my playthroughs, my views and minutes watched have shot through the roof, but at the same time, there's days where, it just bottoms out and it feels like nobody's really wanting to watch anything.
I got 4 views going on 12 billion. I plan on being a millionaire by the end of the month.
Got to get that monetization.
Yeah, got to get that. Yeah, I don't even. My videos aren't even monetized. I'm still debating on if I want to. I don't know.
I've made 38 cents.
38 cents.
I'm rolling in the dough.
Man, you were like $1 away from almost a coat.
But I've only had monetization for like a month.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome. I mean,
I looked at how much.
The fact that you can make any money whatsoever just having fun playing games, I find very impressive.
I'm waiting for that check.
Yeah, you're waiting.
I want my goddamn 38-cent check.
I mean, if they send you a check for 38 cents, I mean, you're gonna lose what? You're gonna be negative 5. Isn't a stamp now 44 cents?
No, I mean, like, I won't have to do anything. I just have to
They
deposit.
just direct deposit it?
No, I can deposit it. in the
You can
bank.
deposit it.
If I send
You
me a
can
check.
click a button and they can.
No. If
Oh.
they send me a check, I can deposit.
Well, I
it.
mean, I'm saying it's
Are
gonna
they-
cost them more money to send you.
Oh yeah, it'll cost them more in
Yeah.
postage. I don't give a shit about them. they owe, as far as that's what they owe me.
Give this man his 38 cents, YouTube.
Yeah.
Quit depriving him of his livelihood.
Nah,
Well,
yeah.
I think on that's a pretty good wrap up.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully be doing one of these every now and then. I don't know.
Hopefully, we
Weekly?
could probably do it weekly.
Yeah, we can do it. We ramble a lot. We
Yeah.
probably can do a weekly podcast.
Oh yeah, I mean, we come across enough shit to talk about
Yeah.
over the week.
Yeah, we're rage-fueled individuals. We can rage on some stuff, get down with the internets. But it's been fun. Goodbye, internet.
All right, see you guys next week.